Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio January 28, 2024. Magnificent rays of radiance will leak into your heart and soul today and tomorrow. This is because the mighty sun, our great luminary, is blazing a trail through the heavens and will smile in a square toward glorious Jupiter across the sky in your solar house of partnerships. This energy will make you feel larger than life and could bring a tremendous breakthrough around your relationships. If you are single, be sure to set up dates with new prospective suitors and go somewhere that feels lively, theatrical, and magical. However, don't indulge too much in wine or food, or you'll be feeling it linger on. It might feel like everyone has to say something today. The conversations at work today might be stressful since Mercury in Capricorn will square Chiron in Aries. A seemingly normal chat about responsibilities could turn into a he said, she said conversation. You may have a hard time working with someone else if they are defensive about what they could do or improve. Since your professional conversations will be a little dicey, you may want to let whatever your coworkers say roll off your shoulders instead of taking things to heart. With the moon still in your career sector after peaking as the first full moon of 2024, a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres and Eris is having a wider impact across the income, work, and career fronts. With Ceres in her final 12 days in your income sector and Eris in her early weeks in direct motion in your work sector, this is giving both the right boost at the right time. The next 6 months will be greatly affected by the current planetary alignment. What you initiate now will determine who and what your life is about in the weeks to come, but not to worry. It's simply a matter of paying attention to what matters and not ignoring what is truly important. You just need to focus on your favorite priorities, such as health, job, and good relationships with others, right? Want to make money? With this being in day, you won't get a better opportunity. This is a natural part of who you are, and when it comes to abundance, it's usually very important for an. Remember that your attitude sets the tone for how your life and cash flow will go. If you believe that you have what it takes to make the money you want, you will. It really is that simple. Start to increase your income by expanding your thinking. Because the moon is only in your career sector for a few days and the sun is in your home and family sector for the next month and Pluto for the next 20 years, any pressure as they clash today is fleeting. In the early weeks of this professional year, this is giving things a boost across the income, work, and career fronts while making you aware of any work and life balance issues. In the early weeks of this professional year, this is a chance to tweak anything that is out of balance, knowing that you can't change what you can't see. It is just as Uranus has reached his last full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector and support from the communication gods is building, that a full moon is putting your work and life balance to the test. As you move into some of the most important months of the year on the romantic and relationship fronts, neither the timing or the message could be more important. Our eyes in the sky. In the pre-dawn hours, the Leo moon opposes Mars in Taurus. This influence stimulates irritation, however, we are more likely to bottle our feelings up instead of expressing them properly. It is natural to hold a grudge now, justifying our moodiness around situations that occurred in the distant past. If we are angry, discussing to clear the air may not be the best course of action right now. Instead, release aggression through physical activities, especially those which involve working with your hands. Crafting with natural materials or assuming construction projects can help us to regain a sense of control over our immediate environment. When we feel less helpless, we will begin to calm down. We are all likely to wake up feeling intuitively sharper and maybe even more creative than usual. But there could be a heavy emotional shift when the moon conjoins Pluto, and we have to take care not to overreact to any overpowering feelings. The psychic embellishments from earlier will remain very prominent, but you have to be cautious not to let them affect you too much. Avoid having arguments centered around any jealousy you may feel. It could make someone feel unjustly guilty or intimidated. Also be very aware of any negative self-talk, because it could also lead to desperate actions you later come to regret. There could be power struggles or issues with others who want to dominate us. If you feel like someone is pushing you to make a decision you are ready to make, take a step back and reassert your boundaries. You don't have to rush through your emotions to satisfy someone else's whims. Any negative energy Theta been hovering around you could hit twice as hard when the moon sextiles Neptune tonight. The energy could affect your sleep and make you feel exhausted. In the morning, the moon squares Chiron in Aries, forcing us to confront repressed anxieties. We are emotionally stoic under the Leo moon, preferring to avoid conflict by busying ourselves with duties and responsibilities. There is a battle waging here between our inner elder and our inner child. We may be attempting to emulate the style of an older person in our youth who dismissed our creativity. And now, we are acting as the same gatekeeper for our wounded psyche. The best way to navigate these energies is to begin talking to ourselves in a new way, thereby acting as our protector instead of our worst critic. Following this, the Taurus Sun trines Pluto in Capricorn, helping us to tap our magic and personify self-esteem. By firmly standing our ground and advocating for our principles, we become authority figures in our own right. Subsequently, others treat us differently, affirming that we have all that we need within ourselves to embrace our agency. Relationships with superiors, bosses, and those in institutions should be farewell at this time. People in positions of power acknowledge our tenacity and dedication to excellence, helping us to rise further on the hierarchical totem pole. Today is a messy day. A minor aspect between Mercury and Neptune this morning could make us feel emotionally drained, and your energy level could take a big hit. Jupiter joins the party, asking us to dream big while also magnifying the obstacles. The harsh aspects continue well into the afternoon as Mars forms a connection to the North Node of Destiny, creating issues around confrontation and communication. We'll be hungry for change, but we might run into issues as we try and convince others to go along with our ideas. The connection between Mars and Uranus tonight gives us the inspiration to mix things up a bit. This aspect can help us find innovative ways to move forward in business and status, but today's energy could make implementing new ideas a bit difficult. There is a lot of energy in the sky right now asking us to evolve, but getting there isn't so easy. Try to pace yourself today, and enter the work week aiming for new growth. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. Sticking to a routine while making small adjustments can help move things in the right direction without overwhelming your psyche. Finding balance won't be easy though, so remember to breathe deeply if your tension or stress level begins to rise.